So as a mom, when I made the decision to go through cornea crosslinking at the age of 34, it was a big decision. I was going to be in a situation where I wasn't sure how long my recovery time was going to take. I wasn't sure how intense my setback was going to be from the surgery or how long healing was going to take. And spoiler alert, I'm still not through the healing process. But that's why I wanted to make this video, because I think it's so important for especially moms to consider these 4 things before you decide whether or not you're going to go through cornea crosslinking surgery. Number 1, if you are going into cornea crosslinking surgery and you're preparing for your recovery bag, you're definitely going to want to put an ice pack mask in your bag. I went with a gel ice pack, which had like kind of a soft side and like a more plasticky side. And the plasticky side got really, really cold, and the soft side was just like a slow cooling sensation. And then once you were ready to flip it, the other side would still be quite cold. So it lasted for about, I would say, like a half hour to an hour. Where it was still soothing, even with the pouch having been directly on my face for quite some time. It was very, very comfortable. It takes about 3 hours to get cold. Again, I did the Ticlos gel, and I bought this off Amazon. I wouldn't really push one brand over the other because I didn't compare them all. For the first 2 days, I wore it religiously. When I wasn't sleeping, I had that mask on and kept my eyes closed, and it's an incredibly important tool to help you to remember to relax, not look around, not try to do anything, sit back and just let the healing process happen. Number 2 is having a sleep mask, and that's different than the gel mask. So a sleep mask is really important for healing because you are keeping those eyes closed so that you don't get any additional dryness and no debris or dust gets into your eye while you're sleeping. I'm a person whose eyes don't fully close when I go to sleep, and so one of the things that I've been doing is putting on a eye mask and covering my eyes completely and using a little gel inside my eyes, we'll get there, to add lubrication and then keep that moisture in as long as possible so that when I wake up, I don't wake up with super dry eyes. And then you have the urge to rub your eyes, which is a big no-no. You cannot rub your eyes when you have CXL surgery. And as a mom, little fingers always want to get right up in your hand, in your eyes with their hands. And, you know, as much as we love our tiny humans, we need them to give us a little bit of space. As a solo mom, I know how hard that can be, but I think that the eye mask is a really good signal to the little ones that mommy's eyes are taking a break. You can keep talking to them. You can still sing to them, still lull them to sleep, all that good stuff. But I think the eye mask really does add an element of not only just good sleep hygiene, but it's also just a nice element of rest and recovery for your eyes, because that's the name of the game when it comes to CXL. The surgery itself is one thing, and the surgeon will do all the hard work there. But the most important piece is going to be recovery and how well you do it. If this information has been helpful at all to you so far, please don't forget to subscribe to this channel. I'm just a solo mom here trying to give a little bit of information on my own experience. And I'd love to share more, and pop a comment if you have ever gone through this with your tips. And if you're going through it, let us know what helps you and what you wish you would have learned after you're done with your recovery. Okay, let's go to number 3, and that is a gel. So in addition to the artificial tears, there are gel-like artificial tears that you can put directly into your eyelid as well. The big trick is that you cannot put the gel in when you are still wearing the bandage contact. So no ointments and no gels in the eye until after the bandage contact comes off. But what I experienced was that this lubricating gel or ointment can be put in the fridge, and then you can add it to just like be a soothing, moisturizing barrier between your eye and the outside world. It keeps everything really moisturized and really well balanced throughout the healing process. And I just feel very refreshed in the morning because your eye really absorbs all of that good moisture. You give yourself a break from worrying about if your eyes open at night or if you have a longer night and maybe you're staying awake a little bit longer. Putting that gel in your eyes is also a really good reminder to go to sleep. I put the gel in my eyes. I can't see as well as I would like to. There's nothing all that interesting on the screens. And so it's a really good indicator to put that mask down and drift off to La La Land. So I highly recommend grabbing yourself an ointment or a gel for your eye. and I can pop links in the description if you're interested in catching any of those. But again, this is not sponsored. These are just some things that I use that helped me. The fourth tip that I have for recovering from CXL surgery is that you are going to want to have someone who is committed to helping you. If you need to reach out to a friend a few weeks before surgery, if you don't have that much time in advance, or months in advance, ideally, to talk to them about your surgery, talk to them about your concerns, talk with them about what kind of supports it is that you believe you might need, and ask them to help you brainstorm. They're going to be really invested in your health and well-being and really want to help you go from surgery to recovery and get through recovery to good health, right? And recover that function to your eyes as quickly and as painlessly as possible. So really tap your friend network, really tap your friend groups, tap your family members, see who's there for you and who wants to see you kind of make your way through this process in one piece. You'll learn that it's probably more people than you think. Cornea crosslinking is a vision-saving procedure that helps thousands and thousands of people around the world with the ability to stop the progression of keratoconus, with the ability to heal to some degree corneal ectasia as a result of LASIK. And it is just a game changer for people who absolutely are worried about, thinning cornea and facing high drops and things like that. So if there's ever anything that another person can do to help you not go through temporary or even permanent blindness, corneal scarring, or other complications that come along with these conditions, trust me, they're gonna wanna help you. So don't be afraid to sit down with people and let them know what you're going through, let them know how they can help, and then ask them if they're willing. What I have found is that my family members have been more than willing to support me in driving me, because even today, I still can't drive my daggone car. I miss having my independence, but I'm gonna get my scleral lenses soon, and I will be sharing with you as soon as I get them, because I am so excited about it. But in the meantime, my sister and my mom have been driving me. I've been doing my best to keep them company, and do things that I can do, like cook, and keep things, as cleaned up as I can. Although right now she's looking a little messy back there. But just kind of rolling with things. And I think that the flexibility is critical as far as like a mindset for healing. So keratoconus is a slow going freight train, right? It doesn't go backwards and it's hard to stop if you don't notice that it's moving, right? It still takes that process of finding a good ophthalmologist, getting the diagnosis, getting your corneal topographies, scheduling your surgery, finding the funding, getting your friends and family to support you, and then going through it all. And I would just say, if there was anything I could do over again, if I had to, it would be giving myself the break that I deserve to say, I didn't ask for this disease and there's nothing I could have done to prevent it. At least nothing I know of. It just is, it's an unlucky draw. And so it's just something that, if you give yourself the space to say, you know what, obviously in a perfect world, this would look different for me, but this is the hand I was dealt. And here's how I want to move forward. If you can give yourself the grace to make those decisions along the way and ask your friends and family to support you, make new friends if you need to. There's a whole internet community. I'm here. I'll be your friend. If all I can do is help you brainstorm what it is that you think will be most helpful to you. I'm a mom who's been through it, who's a solo single mom to a little one who's just over 2, who's about to be 3 in the fall. So I'm with you. I feel you and I'm here for you. Go ahead and subscribe if you really feel that and you want to come in and hang out with me more. But yeah. Cornea crosslinking is a big process. It's much bigger than the 1-hour surgery. And it's a lot of responsibility for somebody who's handling a whole household on her own or on his own. So please, as much as possible, don't isolate. Give yourself the space to be around people who love you and who care for you and who want to see you succeed. They're going to give you the world and make sure that what they can't give you, you still find a way to get.